Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are at 10 DPO today, and I did test without you guys yesterday for 9 DPO. I took a pre-mom strip just because I did not record those results, but I could show you the test today. Today I have clear blue, the pink dye. I think it says 6 days sooner, so we're going to try dipping one of those. I'm almost out of my little pre-mom and mom med strips, so I thought I'd grab that while I was in the store yesterday. So this cycle has been a bit of a weird one. So I ended up ovulating at cycle day 13. Last month, if you guys remember, I ovulated cycle day 12, which was kind of early for me. I usually ovulate around 14 or 15. So 13, still a little bit early, but not really. It's only a day early than what I usually ovulate on. And I was going to wait to test till later on in the cycle for this month because we kind of missed ovulation day this month. We did not do any baby dancing. I think maybe 4 days before ovulation happened was the last time that we did that. So fast forward to ovulation coming, we did not do anything. So pretty much I thought the chances are super slim of me conceiving for this month, and I was going to wait until my period was due or until 14 DPO to test. But I changed my mind. I decided to test only because I have felt some symptoms this month. So I'll explain that to you as we're dipping the test. I definitely want to check out the results for today, and I'll show you yesterday's results. Alright guys, so I'm going to get this clear blue box opened up. So for 10 DPO, as of now, symptoms that I have felt is the usual breast tenderness and fullness that I usually get, but something I don't really tell you guys, but I keep track on my fertility friend app, is that I notice when my breasts kind of get that unfull feeling and the tenderness goes away, and sometimes that happens to me around 8-9 DPO. So at 10 DPO, it's still going full force. I'm still feeling the fullness and the tenderness, especially like around the nipple area. It's like super sensitive and almost like red in color. So I have noticed that. Here is the clear blue. I didn't show it. It's the 6 days sooner one. So for 10 DPO, that's kind of not normal for me, at least. When I am not pregnant, I notice that goes away around 8 or 9 DPO. Another symptom, hold on, I'm dipping this now. Another symptom is that I've been feeling super sleepy really early. We usually don't go to sleep till 10, well, later than 10. The kids go to sleep at 10 p.m. We usually go to sleep around 10:40, 11 p.m. But I am getting like super sleepy and want to go to bed way earlier, like after dinner. We usually eat dinner around 6 p.m. and I am just nodding off and really sleepy. Usually can't even focus on the movie that we're watching. We usually watch a movie after eating dinner. But I'm just like so sleepy, and I don't go to sleep that early, but I do notice that I've been getting really tired and sleepy earlier in the evening. So let me check how long this one has to sit for. 5 minutes. Let me look at the time. Okay, so we'll give that 5 minutes and check that out. So really odd tiredness and sleepiness earlier in the night than usual. And then I've had maybe some light cravings, nothing really strong that I can pinpoint, but like I've seen like some things on Facebook while I'm scrolling, and I'll have like a sudden craving for it. And jelly beans, like the other day I saw this post on jelly beans, and I randomly started craving jelly beans. And I remember I had that craving when I was pregnant. It was the first miscarriage that I had. I had a craving for jelly beans, and it was around this time. It was like beginning of spring, close to Easter time. So that makes sense because you start seeing more of those things at the store. So other than that, no really strong obvious cravings that I like have to have, like pregnant people have. Soft salted pretzels is another thing. So I actually made some gluten-free ones because I'm trying to not eat flour and trying to avoid gluten. So I tried a gluten-free recipe, which came out really good. Another symptom I've had, which is really weird because we are almost at the end of February in Maine, but I have felt super cold lately. Like we could be in the living room with the heater on and everybody in my family is nice and warm, and I am sitting here freezing and shivering and just cannot get warm. I'll put on a jacket, put on a blanket, and still feel cold. And like I said, we're almost through winter here in Maine, so I don't know why I'm feeling so cold now. This is not the coldest that it's been outside. It's been colder, so that is another symptom. Let me see if I wrote anything else. Yeah, that is pretty much what I wrote. Specifically with the whole breast tenderness, I definitely feel that go away and go down by 10 DPO on the months that I haven't been pregnant. That is just a trend that I noticed and have kind of learned about myself. I have never really wrote down my symptoms on cycles that I have been pregnant during the 2-week wait. So like I have to keep taking notes and comparing every cycle so that I do notice these types of changes. So I'm going to grab the test that I took yesterday. It was just a pre-mom strip, and I'll show you the results for that. But other than that, like, oh, I'm doing the progesterone cream. I'm just doing it in the evenings. I apply the topical progesterone cream, just the one that I bought from Amazon. I'm using it just in the evenings, but if I do start seeing some lines on my test, then I will go ahead and do that in the mornings and evenings. I just decided to kind of save what I have left in the bottle and do it the one time a day, just in case I ended up not pregnant this month, because like I said, we had missed ovulation and I wasn't sure if we really even had a chance to be pregnant this month. So I was just trying to save what's in the bottle so I don't have to order any more anytime soon. But I'm really excited to see the results for today and see if any of these symptoms are really like real, if it's a sign of something, or if it's all, I won't say that it's all in my head, because these are definitely real and valid symptoms that I do not notice on other months. I've had months where I feel absolutely nothing and I end up pregnant. I also have months where I feel symptoms and I am not pregnant, so it can go both ways. But I'm excited to see the clear blue. That's the only test that I have besides a couple of the last strips, but I won't use those up unless I see something today. So let me show you yesterday's test, and I think this should be almost ready to check. Alright, so here's my 9 DPO pre-mom. I wasn't even sure if I was going to test this month until my period was either late or 14, 15 DPO. But I did decide to test anyway. It's not first morning urine. I'm not sure if I mentioned that yet. It's almost 1 p.m. But that is yesterday's. It did dry with some sort of an evap, but I wouldn't consider that a line. You probably can't even see it. But let's check out today's results and see what it says. At least the clear blue is a lot wider of a strip, and it is an early result clear blue, so it should give us some accurate results. These pre-mom and mom med tests have been pretty good, but sometimes we do get some wonky ones that dry with like an evaporation line or the indent line of where the line is supposed to go. So I wanted to grab a more trustworthy brand. You guys know I don't like First Response, so I was steering away from First Response, but found these clear blue. I'm not sure if it's a new design, but I like the clear blue pink dyes and the blue dyes. I haven't had any issues with them giving me false hope or anything. So there is today's from the camera view, just how you guys are looking at it. I don't see anything, but I'm going to take a closer look and just make sure. I have not taken one of these in a while, or I don't think I've taken this design at all. I'd have to look back at my older videos, but I have taken pink dye clear blue for sure, especially the last time that I was pregnant that ended up in a loss. I took clear blue. Not sure if it was the same one though. Let me take a shot from above and see if we can see it a little bit better. Alright, there it is from above. I'm gonna have to try to find some better lighting in a different area of my house. This bathroom lighting is kind of weird today. Let me see if over there by the couch, by the window, we can see it better. But I can't really see anything from the camera view. I haven't looked at it close to the naked eye yet, so I'm trying to give you guys the best view first, and then we'll decide what it is for today. Alright, I'm by a window, but I don't think it's helping out. It still looks pretty dark. I might just take it out the case and press it against this white paper. That will definitely help. I want to do that before the reading window time goes out. So let me do that. I like looking at it at first glance, I don't see anything, but I'm also not sure if I'm seeing maybe where the line is supposed to go, or a really light thin line or shadow. Let me get it opened real quick before it starts drying out on us and see if there is anything there or not, because it could sometimes be just the plastic case that it's in. Sometimes it has like plastic in the background, but alright, I'll be right back. Alright, here it is outside of the case. It's definitely negative. Don't get confused by that pink line. That is just, I guess, where the dye, after it goes through, it gathers there. But I'm looking where the line is supposed to be is more towards the middle. I'm going to call it negative because there's no pink dye there in that area. I'll take pictures too for the end of the video. I don't see a pink line where the line is supposed to be. Maybe something shadowy, but I can't really, it's really hard to tell. I'm not sure why the lighting is so bad today. Yeah, that line is confusing me. I don't think it helped taking it out of the case. Alright, there it is again. A good trick that I read somewhere was just to cover, this is the test line, the control line at least. They say to cover that, but in my case I'm covering where the dye seems to have collected at the end of the test, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. I do see a little something there, but I think it's just the line where it's supposed to go. It has no pink tint to it. So I'm going to call today's 10 DPO a negative. And we'll just continue testing from here. I have 2 more clear blue left, and then I also have, I think, 2 or 3 each of the Mom Med and the Pre-Mom. But I don't want to take those yet. I'll use up my clear blues first before I use the last of those tests. We'll keep it simple, 1 test a day, and continue to track any symptoms that I'm feeling, any changes, and I'll share them with you. But we'll continue to see what happens, and maybe we'll see something on tomorrow's 11 DPO test. I don't really know. The months that I have been pregnant, I never know like what DPO I start showing positive lines, because every time I've gotten pregnant, I'm never tracking, never keeping track of anything or writing down notes or doing none of that. So that's just how it's happened. Oh, my phone is ringing. Alright, so like I was saying, that is pretty much it for this video. We're going to call it negative, come back at 11 TPO, see if we see anything on tomorrow's test. But today I'm just going to go with that it's negative. I'll still continue everything I'm doing. I'll do the progesterone cream in the evenings. I won't stop that yet, because I usually wouldn't stop that until 12 DPO anyway. So as we wait for those days to come through, we will continue testing and waiting. So thanks for joining me today. We will see what ends up happening at the rest of this cycle. I'll keep you guys updated with daily videos. So I'll see you guys back tomorrow. Probably do it around the same time as I did today, just because I like doing the tests a little bit later in the morning because we're just a little busier in the morning and I have to do homeschool with my son and all of that. So I like doing the videos a little bit later, sometimes even evening testing videos, but I do those on the weekends. But this testing time kind of landed in during the week, so that is really good. I could take my time and not have to rush anything. Either way, if I was pregnant, I think the line will show up whether I do a first thing in the morning test, a lunchtime test, or an evening test. So we will see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I'll take a couple pictures for the end.